Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is the Rich and Rob Show. I'm Rob. I'm Rich. We've got quite a juicy one. I don't know what to expect from this, but this is the son of a Hamas leader. I don't know what their relationship is, but he has disavowed Hamas. That's what the producers told me. And somehow Dr. Phil got him on his show. All right, let's get into it. This is interesting. I didn't know anybody left that. I thought it was like the mob, like you could never leave. Like Hamas? I mean, whatever. I don't know how you even get out of the country. All right, here we go.
This is the reality of what's so-called Palestine. Rhetoric? You don't know what Palestine is.
There's a guy by the name of Mossab Yosef. He is the son of the co-founder of Hamas, which just kind of seems funny to me. Like the co-founder, he's the CEO and the CFO and the co-founder.
Oh
he raised the funds, and we have a great business here. We're going to sell it and go public. He is Mossab Yosef, son of the co-founder of Hamas, but he has turned on Hamas and is exposing a lot of their craziness, and especially how it sort of gets proliferated throughout the West.
I've read it that the charter of Hamas is to eliminate the Jewish race, beginning with Israel, but not stopping with Israel,
right.
Wiping them off the face of the earth. Is that true?
This is true, but it does not end there. Now we have the problem with the pro-Palestine, who are actually giving Hamas cover. They are participants in the crime. In fact, since October 7, I personally don't differentiate between Hamas and what's so-called Palestinians. Because actually there is no Palestinians. There are tribes. There is the tribe of Hamas, and there is the tribe of the Islamic Jihad, and there is the tribe of Khalil, and there is the tribe of Nablus. And each one has different interests, and all of them are conflicted. If they did not have Israel as the common enemy, they would kill each other. This is the reality of what's so-called Palestine. Rhetoric? You don't know what Palestine is. Actually, in fact, the keffiyeh that you are wearing, this is just a statement to show that you really lack the authenticity to represent the case.
Oh,
and
my
what's so-called the cause. This is a human problem.
So you just...
The cause must die. I think enough is enough. And now it's proven, and you are helping Hamas to prove it to the world, that Palestine depends on the destruction of the state of Israel. And this is not acceptable, and we are not going to agree to it. And I tell you something, for the next 10 or 20 years, the Palestinian people will pay the bill that Hamas is caused today, and most likely in blood.
Again, I like people who say it clearly, simply, and truly, and that's exactly what he did there. And I love that he's directing it towards that girl who really doesn't know what she's talking about. And of course, he is correct that there are no such thing as the Palestinian people, meaning like a nation of people, other than there are a group of Arabs who live in that area who all want to kill the Jews. And I watched the 47-minute video, and they weren't saying kill the occupiers, and they weren't saying kill the Israelis. They were saying kill the Jews, and they had dead bodies and blood on their hand, calling their mom, saying, "Mom, I killed 10 Jews," and the mom rejoicing. Like, that is really what's going on there.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I mean, you could imagine it, but I didn't know that was going on like that now. Right, I went to Israel and I went in the West Bank about a dozen or so years ago. And it was quite the experience, I must say. And I was in Nablus and all that. And there were certain parts I felt very unsafe, and other parts I just felt fine. But it's just a very sad situation there. But what this gentleman was saying, this former leader's son, Hamas leader's son, he was very direct. Well, that's kind of what I've seen. That's how they speak anyway, very authoritatively. I don't know what his deal is, why he left. I don't mind that he left. Of course, I like that he left. But I don't know what the young lady's background is, what she knows. Has she been over there? I don't know. Well, this just gives a little bit more insight into, what goes on. No group of people thinks monolithically. No group of people thinks the same way. It's impossible. We're too many things as human beings, Right, I mean, you and I agree on most things, but not everything. We're still friends. That's not at odds. But the idea that Jews or Palestinians or Arabs or Christians or any group of people would think alike, everybody, that's just not so. Well, that's interesting that we saw a former leader. I didn't know they ever left, so that's enlightening to me, man. It gives me a little bit of hope. Who knows how it's going to go? Well, all right, everybody. Leave your comments. Subscribe if you haven't. That helps us move things along around here. And we'll see you on the next episode of The Rich and Rob Show. Cheers.